back. You're watching The Money Show on ET. Now it's time for our Spend with TMS segment. Well, here's a very interesting tidbit. 82% of people are looking to buy a property in 2021. This is as per a survey conducted by No Broker of its respondents. And I have with me Saurabh Garg, co-founder and chief business officer of nobroker.com. Saurabh, it's a pleasure having you with us today on ET Now. Thank you so much for taking out time. So what exactly is getting people so interested in buying a property? This was, of course, a year where, unfortunately, many lost their jobs, many businesses as well were disrupted. So why the interest in buying a property? What makes, India's property market so attractive?
So I think it's always a pleasure to be back here after 1 year. So what you see is that this has been a very extraordinary year. Just look at what has changed in the last 12 months. So many things have changed. It's a new normal now, as it's called. But if you look at what has happened emotionally, I think people have spent so much time at home. Almost for the 8-9 months, people have been at home. And for people who are working from home, it's been that both husband and wife are working from home, and they realize that spending so much time, they require bigger space, they require better homes. So I think emotionally, that's changed a lot. People never thought that they wanted to own a home, but this has changed. Second, if you look at financially, so historically, whenever the rental yield and the interest rate, the home loan interest rates, the difference between this is less than 4.5% to 5%, we suddenly see that people prefer buying a home over renting a home. And I think that's what is happening now. Your home loan rates are around 6.9%, while rental yields are in the range of 2.2 to 2.5%, so less than 4.5%. So that again makes it very, very interesting to look at buying a home. Thirdly, if you look at the property prices, so for the last 4 or 5 years, they have been very stagnant. Multiple things have happened in real estate, whether it is RERA, GST, demonetization, but the prices have been stagnant. So kind of prices have corrected in the last 4 or 5 years. Some time correction has happened. Over and above that, right now, there are discounts which are available. So the builders are giving discounts, 10 to 15% discounts are available. So it has suddenly become much, much more affordable to look at buying a home. So I think it's a combination of all these factors. And over and above that, if you look at, for example, states like Maharashtra, they've also given concessions on stamp duty, which has also spurred a demand. So I think a combination of all these things, both emotional and financial, that has made people realize that, it's a good time to look at exploring buying a home in 2021.
What do you think of the affordability of home prices in the last 1 year? And when I say affordability, I'm talking about prices vis-a-vis incomes that people have. There was a very interesting. This was a very interesting fact, in fact, that we were discussing in 2019, that yes, prices of realty may have stayed stable, but because income levels are not increasing, affordability is going down. So any comment you'd like to make on affordability?
Yeah. So, like I said, that, the prices are not increasing. So obviously they're getting time corrected. That is one of the things. But also, if you look at what has happened in the last 7-8 months, there have been a class of people, the middle class and upper middle class, who have not seen any loss in income. For example, people in IT sector. They're in the normal jobs. A lot of reports you read right now, people have got even high increments. Even at No Broker, we have given very good increments this year. So I think there's a class of people which have been earning what they were earning, or maybe a little better than what they were earning last year. And also in the last 6-7 months, there have been so little revenue to spend. People are not traveling. There are no vacations. Overall spending has come down. So, I was reading one report, which I think UBS has released some time back, which talked about forced savings. So the savings have actually gone up significantly post pandemic, because people are not able to spend. So what is happening is that suddenly you have this money which is available for down payments, and you can use that money to make the payment and do the transaction. And you're thinking that, yeah, in future also you'll be probably spending a lot less than what you were spending earlier. So I think in that sense, the real estate has become a little more affordable. And I mean, club this with the discounts which are available in the market and interest rates being lower, which means your EMIs are going to be lower. So I really think that it's much, much more affordable now to buy a real estate.
So it's become much more affordable. Now the question, of course, is where is there the most interest, and you know, where do you see, I mean, do you see property prices you know, staying this affordable in the coming year as well, Saurabh? Or are there certain pockets, you know, of the country where you believe that, you know, prices could start increasing? Because you know, this whole work from trend is there. Of course, people are going back to offices as well, but a whole chunk of you know, Indian companies have said that, look, we are going to let people work from home. So how do you see you know, realty prices trend in different parts of the country?
Yeah, so we don't expect, at least in the next year, the real estate prices to go up significantly or go down significantly. I think whatever correction had to happen, in my opinion, that has already happened, and that is there in terms of discounts, which is available in the market. So I don't see the prices going up. An interesting trend which we are seeing is that a lot of demand is coming from suburbs or outer parts of the city. I think a lot of people are saying that, like you said, that work from home is going to be a reality in the medium to long term. And if they're going to work from home and maybe going to office once a week, then does it make sense to pay a premium and stay closer to your office when they can pay lower price, get better homes, get bigger homes? I think that's one big trend which we are seeing. We are seeing that the demand for bigger homes has increased, demand for 80 lakh plus homes has increased, demands in suburbs is increasing. So all this points to the fact that people are saying, yeah, I don't have to travel to office every day, so let me spend a little more, get bigger homes, because both of us might be working from home. So let's look at bigger homes.
Okay. Do you think that this is a good time for those individuals who have surplus money, you know, to look at realty as a lucrative investment option? Because, you know, Saurabh, we are also looking at India as a country where, you know, rental yields are quite low. So if you're looking at real estate perhaps as a source of a second income of sorts, but do you think that you know, maybe yields will improve, there is opportunity for capital appreciation for realty investors, prospective realty investors?
Look, what we are seeing is that almost 90% of people who spoke to us said that we are looking at for end consumption and not exactly as an investment option. I think it also depends on what they've seen in the last 5 to 7 years. They've not seen returns coming from real estate investments, while they've seen a lot of returns coming from stock market, gold investments. So I think people have shied away from investing in real estate. I think in my opinion, I would suggest that real estate should be bought as an consumption class and not really as an investment option in the short term. You don't know if the prices are going to increase rapidly in the next 3 to 5 years. There is no certainty of that. So, as a consumption class, I think it's a great place to be, because you have that emotional, mental peace and all the financial benefits which are accruing because of lower prices, lower interest rates. You're getting all those benefits.
Saurabh, it was a pleasure having you with us today on ET Now. Thank you so much for taking out time, and season's greetings to you and the entire team at No Broker.
Thanks. Same to you.